Hello, Lamont and Mary. Thank you both for meeting with me today. My name is Natalie Holmes, and I am the social worker that has been working with your family. I appreciate you taking some time to meet with me today so we can talk about some of the stressors that your family has been going through and what's been happening at home. And then we can start to begin working together to create a treatment and service plan that can support your family moving forward. So, the purpose of today's meeting is to discuss some of the concerns that have been identified and previously reported, and to work together and develop some common goals and strategies that can help improve your family and overall functioning. So, there are two different interventions that I have been looking at, and one intervention will focus on the improvement of communication that you have within the family and the household. Communication difficulties can sometimes lead to arguments and misunderstandings. So, during our session, we can practice different strategies, such as using I statements to express feelings without blaming one another in case if the communication does get a little tense. This can also help family members communicate with their concerns with one another and in a very calm and respectful way. Another type of intervention that we can look at is developing healthy coping strategies for the different types of stress that you both are experiencing together and individually. I understand that your family has been experiencing several stressors, including financial challenges, parenting stress, and other concerns with depression symptoms from being overly stressed, or the alcohol use, of which you suggested was something that you have been dealing with because of the stressors recently. And we can work together to identify different healthier ways to cope with these stress so then it does not lead to conflict and further issues in the future. And we just want to try to reduce the negative behaviors within the home with everybody. So, I would like to hear from both of you about your different perspectives on these issues and what you may feel like are some of the biggest challenges that you may face as a family, individually, and just from different um, opinions and perspectives from each one of you today. Lamont, we can start with you. I can see that. I'm sorry that you've been dealing with that. Thank you. Now, Mary, this can be your turn. Thank you for sharing that as well. Well, it sounds like both of you have been under a lot of stress, which we have been going over, and that stress can affect the communication styles and the parenting decisions and strategies within the household. So we can try to pinpoint exactly what you want to work on. And so based on everything that we're talked about and discussed, it sounds like your overall goal is for your family to reduce stress within the home and improve communication so everyone can work together in a more positive manner. And when it comes to disciplinary actions of the parents, can be more on the same page. This goal also includes addressing parenting concerns and supporting each other during these difficult times, such as with Simon's behavioral issues at school and at home, and the concerns for Isaiah's developmental delays. So let's move forward to the first objective that I have listed, which is working on improving family communication and conflict resolution. So during our sessions, we can practice expressing feelings without yelling or using hurtful language, and we can learn how to communicate needs clearly with respectful listening. And then when someone else is speaking, we know how to respond to not create a more tension environment. We will also practice using I statements and working together to resolve disagreements in the most calm and productive way. Then moving towards objective two is developing consistent parenting strategies to help address Simon's behavioral concerns at home and at school, along with the other children's disciplinary actions. We can work together to identify clear expectations for this behavior and develop consistent discipline strategies so everyone in the household, both parents and Esther as well, can both use them. This can also create more structure in the home and help with Simon's behavior and understand his expectations along with the consequences that follow. Now, objective three is to focus on addressing the stress related to Lamont's alcohol use, which you mentioned, and Mary, your mental health and the symptoms that you have been expressing related to depression. And I want you both to feel like you are feeling the most supported and working towards feeling better. So, part of our work together will involve identifying which triggers and stressors that may contribute to your alcohol use and developing healthier coping strategies to try to avoid that. We can also focusing on helping Mary develop different healthier coping strategies to best help with the emotional challenges that you face. By supporting both of these parents in these areas can help create a more stable and supportive environment for the whole entire family. So you both individually will see the benefits as well as the family together as a whole. So, to support these objectives, we can use several interventions, including communication skill development, stress management strategies, and creating consistent parenting approaches that you will all use that will support the children best. We'll also work together on identifying different coping strategies that can help the family manage more challenges effectively for anything that may happen in the future. So I appreciate you both coming in today and being open and discussing all the stressors that you have been dealing with and working through this family stress can be very difficult. But by focusing on the communication, coping strategies, parenting support, and each other, we can begin making positive changes with your family. So, in our next session, we can continue practicing these different communication strategies to see what may work best for you and begin working on different stress managing and parental approaches to see which you may like and agree with the most. But I just wanted to thank you both for meeting with me today, and I'm excited to see what I can do to best help you guys moving forward. Thank you.